Guys, 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 what the hell did I just watch? Holy shit. I have. Let's fucking go. Holy Jesus. I cannot believe we just watched the greatest comeback in the history of the NBA Finals. The best comeback ever. I cannot believe what I just fucking saw. Shout out to Brunson. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to OG. Shout out to Josh Hart, even though he almost blew, but whatever. Shout out to Bridges. Shout out Alvarado. Big fucking props to my man Alvarado Boricua. Holy shit. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I I'm not gonna lie. The first half, I was what in the world just happened? Oh, the first half, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe what was going on in that first half between the awful officiating in the first 15 seconds of the game from the offensive foul that was on Cat for no fucking reason whatsoever. What a bogus bullshit that is. The fix was already in to begin with. But then you just saw it demoralized them. And it just shows how important Cat is to this team and to win this series, because when he was able to come back and play in the game, it changed the game. Even when he was in the game for 5 minutes in the second quarter, the Knicks were playing well, even though the Spurs were hitting an insanely amount of threes in the first half. Listen, they came up, they showed out in that first half, 100%. But everything changed after the second half, after the first half. Everything changed. I don't know what happened in that locker room. I don't know who got and who's here. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but thank you whoever did it, because without them, who knows what we're talking about a 2-2 series going into Game 5 at San Antonio, and we're like, damn, holy shit. Juan, 100% right. I'm thinking about putting all the money in the world on the Knicks in Game 5, but if the NBA has no idea, and shout out to my sister Ange for this, the NBA has no idea what to do now. They got exactly what they wanted the whole game until the last 15 minutes of that game. The last 15 minutes of that game was unbelievable. And it was just chipping away, chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. And there was a couple times that, whether it be a loose ball or a turnover or just a bad shot, and I'm just like, damn, like there was the way that just that the way it just ended right there. Like any run that they had is going to get halted, or when Fox hit a three or something like that. And you saw towards the end, and we'll recap it, like the whole game itself. Again, it just you saw it. You saw the momentum change. You saw the shift change. If they had to play another 5 minutes, there's a possibility the Knicks are going to win by 20 points, but they don't. So whatever they did, whatever they changed, it worked. Mike Brown, he in the first half didn't coach great. The Mitchell Robinson situation, putting him in and out with the bonus and everything, almost screwed them more so than we already did. But sticking with Alvarado, then playing amazing defense, the Alvarado was the key because it gave him another ball handler up the court that allowed Brunson to kind of get away from them. And you know what? The Spurs said, all right, Alvarado's going to beat him. Guess what? Alvarado beat you. And he's so quick and he's talented to the point where no matter what he does, he's going to draw a crowd one way or another because he's just running around the court. And you can't leave him wide open because he can shoot a little bit. You can't leave him wide open. So when you leave him wide open like that, it draws more. And you saw it started to break down defensively for the Spurs because they were rotating, and then you started to break down with like Wemby when OG had the open three in the corner to make it. I think they were down by 5 or 4 at that point, and it was just an unbelievable. I have no words, man. I have no words. I wish Kevin wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I understand him 100% being asleep right now. I really wish he was here because me and him would be going nuts, but I can't wait for the text tomorrow morning because it's gonna happen. He's gonna get it. He's gonna wake up in the morning and see that we win by 1 point like that, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened?" And oh my god, I just they're right now they're plus 170 to win Game Five. Juan, I agree with Juan what he said. I want to put the money on him too. The NBA has to get the Spurs the win, and the whole flagrant bullshit. It's got to stop, and for all parties, because on one side, I forgot who got the flagrant on the Knicks. Excuse me, I completely forgot who got the flagrant on the Knicks. Um, oh, Mitchell. Yeah, when Mitch, elbows. What's his name? The loins and tingling. Mitch with the hit on the chin of Wemby, even though he hit on the chin, all right, but Wemby likes to act now, and you know what? When in that San Antonio OKC series, when OKC was chanting flopper, 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 and I was like, you have some kind of damn nerve saying that he's flopping Wemby when you had the master flopper in Shy. But now I see what they're talking about. Wemby, no matter what happens, he's always looking for a whistle. Always looking for a whistle. And it's really effing annoying because this guy gets, they're battling. They're battling. Again, I don't mind physical basketball. But when you start making BS calls the way you did, and fucking poor Cat, dude. This guy, and they know it too, because Cat is the weakness that the Spurs cannot handle. When you run the offense through Cat against the Spurs, they have no idea what to do. They can't figure it out. They can't put Wemby on him close because it takes Wemby out of the paint, which allows Hart, Brunson, Michael, and OG to just drive the lane. Because guess what? Without Wemby, they cannot defend anybody driving to the lane. Without Wemby, it cannot happen, which is why I kind of expressed my thoughts of Josh Hart being on the second team because his offensive offensive talents are in the paint. So when Wemby's not on the court, he's perfect timing. That's perfect timing for him. And I think, and we're not going to knock Hart. I'm going to knock Hart a little bit after what happened. He missed the bunny layup, and then he didn't box out Castle, which almost ruined the game. But at the end of the day, like, if there's a guy that I can be like, oh, like I can feel somewhat sorry for, it was him because that dude is always, no matter what, for years and years now, or 2 or 3 years now, he's been busting his ass, getting rebounds that nobody else has been getting. So it's more shocking than it was like annoyed that he missed the bunny layup, and he was in between. He looked like he wanted to dunk it, and then he looked like he wanted to lay it up, and then it looked like he wanted to see if he can draw a foul, which that's what's wrong with the NBA now. You're not going up just to draw through a layup anymore. You're going up and seeing if there's anybody around you so you can kind of draw a foul instead of just scoring the points. But that's only the negative right now. We're going to focus on positive, and the Knicks just coming back from the greatest comeback in the history of the NBA Finals. They are 1 win away, guys. They are 1 win away. Us as Knicks fans, we're 1 win away. We have so much time in between now and Saturday. I mean, Kevin's getting married. We have a rehearsal tomorrow, then the wedding on Friday, and Saturday we're going to be shot. I might sleep all day Saturday just so I can get to 8:30 at night. And the Spurs may win that game just because the law of averages almost in a way. Like a team down 3-1 coming back home, usually the home team is going to win that game. But if you're the Knicks and you start off hot, you got to put the nail in the coffin. I don't care. I always want to win at home, and everybody always does with their sports teams. I don't care if they win it at the Garden or in San Antonio. Win the fucking thing. Win the damn thing. That's all that matters to me. I don't care if it's in San Antonio. I don't care if it's in New York. I don't give a shit if it's on Jupiter. I do not care. So they need to come. They're going to get what the hell is the word I'm looking for? They're going to get a desperate San Antonio team that's looking to save their season, of course. But if you think about it, you just rip the hearts right out of them. That feeling that the Spurs got right there is what Knicks fans have been feeling for years. Whether it is the Patrick Ewing layup, which we all got flashbacks when Hart missed that bunny layup. Just Patrick Ewing finger roll, and the Nembhard three a couple years ago against the Pacers. Then Halliburton last year. It's just like all the stuff that went bad for us is now starting to go for us. And I still haven't. I watched the last play. Did they try to do an alley oop to Castle? And I didn't mind the play at all because now you think about it, like focuses on Wemby, focuses on Fox, all that. It looked like a good play at first, but then once the ball got loose and everything, I was like, oh, forget it, it's over. This needs to be talked about. Wemby, buddy, I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for because I was telling my sister when Wemby came to the line, I was like, he's gonna miss one because you could see it. One, he's probably exhausted, and two, you could see it in his face. He was nervous as hell. When Castle got to the line, I was like, this guy has ice in his veins. You see it in his face, stone face, and that is the last person I want shooting free throws if I had to foul somebody on that team. I foul Vassell, Vox, whoever, Cornette. I don't give a shit. I don't want to foul Castle to make him shoot free throws. That dude's got ice in his veins, and he's going to be a damn good player for years to come. They're a young team. They didn't finish. They did not finish, and they brought life back into the Garden that was so desperately needed after what happened in Game 3, and then all the bullshit that was happening in the beginning of this game. The fact that they come back from 27 down at halftime, you can't count them out. And I'm sitting there, and I'm very superstitious, so I'm moving in one spot, I'm moving in this spot, I'm going outside, just to looking through the window, just making sure everything, if I stay here, they're going to score 8 points in a row. Blah, blah. So in the third quarter, I sat back down in the same spot I was, and I did not move from position. I literally had my legs crossed like that, one over the other, and I was just like, just calm, cool, and collected. And yeah, absolutely. Just cool, calm, and collected. Even when they got up, when they got the quick lead, I was like, there's still work to be done. Still work to be done. They got down by 10, work to be done. Down by 8, work to be done. 5, work to be done. 4, and it just kept going down and down and down and down and down. And what an unbelievable comeback. Shout out to everybody who's joining now at midnight. What an absolute comeback by the Knicks. I just, wow, man. It felt like the championship right there because it just the comeback and everything. I don't know what I'm going to be acting like if they win on Saturday or if they win on Tuesday, depending on what happens. Man, bro, what an absolute amazing game from a game that looked like garbage. San Antonio shot the lights out in that first half. And everyone could be like, oh, look at the fouls. Like the free throws for the Knicks went up 22-4, everything. The Spurs never had to drive the lane because they shot fucking 15 from 28 from 3 points. Like, there's no point if you're driving to the lane if you're going to hit 15 threes in the first half. So they were just coming up, dishing out, shoot. Coming in, dishing out, shoot. And they were hitting everything. They have damn good players. So I wasn't shocked. It was just like, damn. It was more so like the Knicks not scoring that kind of pissed me off more so than anything. But, tip the cap to them. Fuck Wemby. Fuck the refs. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Shocked out of my mind. They're 1 win away, guys. They are 1 win away from winning this championship. And another thing, Wemby, that's flagrant number 3. Now, you're not going to get one in Game 5 or Game 6 because, Actually, you might get one because when the Knicks win, you have no idea. You can't suspend them. You're going to suspend them early next year? Okay, no one gives a shit. So yeah, they might give it to them now because it doesn't matter next year. But this is kind of what I kind of expected was going to happen, is that they didn't give him the flagrant the other day. They reviewed it, still didn't give it to him because they knew at some point, the way that this series has been chippy, that something might happen like this. And the flagrant that he had it was definitely a flagrant. I don't think he meant it for that to happen, honestly. Out of all the BS that he's done, his track record doesn't say great, doesn't match it. But I think that was the most unlikely one that they would have called, and that he didn't really mean to. Like you could tell, like he just put his arms up, his elbow hit him. It wasn't what it is. But it was just nice to see that, and they called the flagrant on Mitch, which Wemby, you could do this all you want, dude. At the end of the day, why don't you do this? Because you're down 3-1. All right, bud. So either figure it out or go to the back of the line, because next year you can have your year next year. Don't care. This is a New York team that does not quit no matter what. You got away with one in game 3. You got away with one with the Brunson shove of his head down to the floor. And you can tell in the officiating of this game is when Mike Brown was like screaming for a 3-second call, and they finally called it because what's his name was parked in the fucking paint for 5 years. On the other side, literally the next damn play, they called it on us, and I was just like, okay, well, if we're gonna call nothing, and then the only time you're gonna call something is when we point it out against us, then it's just like, all right, whatever. It just felt like it wasn't never gonna happen tonight, and that we were gonna go game 5, 2-2, best of 3, and I was literally thinking, I'm like, this is about to be the road advantage. The Knicks are a better team on the road for some reason in this finals, so both home teams are potentially going to lose. Then you have, what team is going to blink and win, their home game really to win the title. Right now, you have a great advantage. You cannot. I don't want to give them any life. I want them to win on Saturday. Like I said before, I have no problem whatsoever losing, losing the experience of winning in the Garden. I don't care about that. Win the damn game Saturday and end this shit. I don't care how you have to do it. Just end it. End the game, end this series, and let's go home and be a champions. Oh, all right. I'm going to check out Twitter while we're on here just to see what else we got. The biggest shout out of the night goes to OG Anunoby. Dude, what an absolute stud that guy is. Played an amazing game. Michael was, non-existent, but played an amazing game. OG, and just to come up so clutch at the end right there. And Brunson was literally a half a step from being the hero, but it was a play that looked like it was designed, regardless if he made the shot or not, for a long rebound. And there was OG right there. I could not believe what happened, how it happened. Just an unbelievable thing. Unbelievable. And honestly, what was it? When the ball got stripped and Fox knocked it down to the court, I was like, oh no, what the fuck? Like, Cat knocked it and then Fox knocked it. And I thought the ball was going to go to bounce, but then it just stopped, only for OG to block him and get the ball back. And then Alvarado almost has a fucking, oh my God. I thought Alvarado was going to do a backcourt, but thank God they fouled him. It's unbelievable, dude. I'll see if I can pull up the OG, because I need to see it again, because that was just incredible. Here we go. 1 second, guys. Let's see if I can. Shout out to NBA Twitter for this.
Brunson, allow him to operate at the top.
I'm going to pause it real quick. There we go. So as you can see here, so when they get the inbound pass, first of all, it almost goes backcourt. I almost freaked out right there. When he shot this ball, Brunson, it was the hero ball. It was the hero ball. That's fine. I don't mind him taking this shot because of the long rebound that it was going to create. But we'll watch the whole clip.
Let's go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 101.
Brunson gets it. Fires up a three. Shot no good. The tip. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby. And it's 107-106.
Unbelievable. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But...
Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
Wow. Let's see it again. I want to see it again.
Let's go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 101.
Brunson gets it. Fires up a three. Shot no good. The tip. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby. And it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
I don't know. Adam Sandler. Love that guy.
Brunson's shot looked good and just came up short.
And he's right. Brunson's shot looked great right off his hand. And I thought that he was going to swish the hell out of it. And he was literally just a half an inch short. And then all of a sudden you just see OG just come flying in and tip it in and just wow. Guys, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. What an absolute amazing comeback. This kind of stuff doesn't happen for my teams. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't. But my goodness. My goodness. Hopefully next time we see you guys, the Knicks will be NBA champions. We might go live Saturday after the game. Man. It's right there for the taking now. Go and finish this shit. The best comeback in the history of the NBA Finals. Now go back and win this championship. Everybody have a great night. Instant reaction right there. I figured let me do it tonight because I'm going to do it again. We're going to do it again when the Knicks win the championship. Hopefully win the championship. And we know the Mets ain't doing shit, so you're not going to get them from me. And the Vikings will never win a Super Bowl in my life, so I'm not worried about that. Wow. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. Let's go Knicks.